Alright, next up on the grading is OC's team. Finished second last year. He kept Todd Gurley. That's a pretty smart move there, obviously. I think Todd's going to have another solid year in that Rams offense. First pick, he grabbed Mike Evans. From where he was picking out, that was probably one of the best wide receivers left on the board. You know, he's going to get passes. He's going to hopefully have more touchdowns than last year. The first year he had a lot. Last year he had only 3 or 4. So hopefully with Jameis Winston's taking another step forward, he'll pick that up on the touchdowns. Doug Baldwin, I thought, was taken pretty early, with it being the 3rd round of ours, 4th round really of the draft. He had a lot of touchdowns last year, and they were all in the second half of the season. If you look at his stats in the first half of the season, he wasn't even a startable wide receiver. But if they keep passing the ball and Russell Wilson keeps looking his way, maybe he'll have another year. He's one of those, is he a one-year wonder, or is he here to stay? I think his staying power chances are a little bit weak, but if he gets the touchdowns, then it's going to be a good pick where he got him at. Aaron Rodgers in the 5th, I mean, once again, quarterbacks did last a little bit longer in this draft, but if you're going to take a quarterback, you take the best. You take Aaron Rodgers. So at fifth round, I'm not upset with that. I think that he's going to have another stud year. It's Aaron Rodgers. What we're going to get. You're going to get that 35 to 40 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and only 4 or 5 picks. He's so accurate. He's so good that he's worth that pick. Plus, he'll rush a little bit for you, which is always a benefit. Marvin Jones, another wide receiver. You really stacked the wide receivers with Mike Evans, Doug Baldwin, Marvin Jones, Allen Hurns, Travis Benjamin, and then you got some old guys with Steve Smith and Anquan Boldin. That's a lot of wide receivers, but with the guys that you don't know exactly what they're going to do, that's a good choice to go with that many wide receivers. So I like the depth in it. I think Marvin Jones is actually going to have a really good year for Detroit. So I really like that pick. Allen Hurns, if he has just a year that he had last year with Blake Bortles throwing the ball, he's going to be starting probably more than Doug Baldwin will on your team. So I like that you went with some depth there. And then Travis Benjamin, the deep threat out there in San Diego, I think that he has a chance to, be that bye-week fill-in that's going to really help you out. And I get it, with Steve Smith and Anquan Boldin, those two guys catch passes. They don't get old, it seems like. They just keep playing. So really solid there. And then I even forgot, you got Sammy Coates in the last round, who could really have a breakout year this year. So you got a lot of wide receivers there. So what did you go weak on? The running backs. You have Todd Gurley, which is great. You have Frank Gore, who is old as dirt, but I think that he'll still run for 1,000 yards this year, barring injury. He is, getting up there. The injuries could happen. Outside of that, you got Shane Vereen, and you got Christine Michael. Vereen is going to catch passes, you know that. He'll be a guy you can fill in and beat bye weeks. But is he going to be a guy that can play if somebody goes down? Probably not. Christine Michael, you think that if Tommy Rawls gets hurt, he's going to be the next man up. So that risk pick I'm okay with, especially in the second to last round of the draft. But you went so deep on wide receiver, you kind of went soft on the running back, so that could hurt you. You do have Julius Thomas as the tight end. I think that this year he's going to have that breakout season. Second half of last year, if you saw him, he really, really picked it up after he kind of got over the injuries and things of that nature. So he stays healthy, you're solid. You got the Broncos defense, and you got the Broncos defense 4 rounds after the Cardinals defense got taken by Hart. So that just tells you how you need to wait on the defenses. I think that they're going to be so good. They're going to be stout again. The only thing that could hurt them is that offense turning the ball over in the red zone or throwing pick sixes or fumbles returned for touchdown. That's going to hurt their points. Is it fair? No, but that's something you got to look at as well. Overall, though, I mean, with Aaron Rodgers and Todd Gurley and the wide receivers that you have, I think this is going to be another playoff team. I think that you're going to be sitting there probably, second or third overall in the standings by the end of the year. We're going to give this team an A-. I think that with Rodgers where you got him and you got Gurley as a keeper, you're gonna be sitting really strong come the end of the season. It's a team that people aren't going to want to see in the playoffs because some of those young guys that you have might end up being a threat down the road. So right now it's a little bit questionable at the running back position, but that's what the waiver wire is for, and I think that you're going to be all right regarding everything. So A-.